Woo! Right. Good morning. It's right about 7:50. May. I think today's either the 10th or 11th. I forgot to look. Oops. And it's 47 degrees this morning. Look at that. I still don't know what that is. It could be weeds. Oh my gosh, there's not a cloud in the sky again. Oh my gosh. Me and Syrenity had like the best time yesterday running around. Well, it was a very full, eventful day, to be honest with you. We started out, I did my video, blah, blah, blah. And then my son and I were chatting, and she came over, and then look how great that looks that the tub isn't in that field anymore. It looks so nice. And she wanted to go for a bike ride, but I was going to go get some groceries in Christmas Valley. So her and my son was going to walk to the gas station, so she was going to ride her bike, and so my son was out front. She went and got on her bike. Not sure exactly what happened. Bruce got up before me, but only 15 minutes. I was getting dressed, and he was already ready to go outside because he loves how nice it is. And then she crashed really hard on her bike, on her face, and got some road rash on her nose, her upper lip. She split her lip. She got road rash on her knee. She landed directly on her face, and so her nose is just swelled up. Oh my gosh, her nose was so big. I told her, you have the biggest nose in the whole family. And she was like, she was not a sissy la. She was so tough and brave and everything. And she even spit out blood, and I like exited the scene just a split second before that happened because I saw that coming. I saw her getting ready to spit, and I was like, I'm out. That is one thing I cannot handle is blood. I can't, not my gig. Don't like snakes, don't like blood. And like I'm like in a straight panic over it. I'm gonna see if this is dry. Oh, it is. So Syrenity and we put water in it to see how long it takes it to drain, but it drains pretty fast. Is that a sunflower? I don't think it is, but it sure looks like it. Anyway, this tub is so big. Look, I cannot even touch the bottom. Or and I'm 5'3". So, you know, I can't even, like, if I was to try to put, like, I'm like laying down. I can't even get. So anyway, she was sitting in this tub yesterday at the one end, and I was sitting at the other, and we were just like, man, if we fill this up, it's such a beautiful garden bed. We're so in love with this tub that we don't even want to fill it up with dirt, even though we know we have to. We want it to be our hangout spot. We're like, we could just throw pillows in it and like just sit here and chill and just like enjoy it. But we know that it has to be for food. She wants to put potatoes in it. I want to put lettuce. But she wants to do potatoes. So we're like still talking about it. And then, so after she smashed her face and I exited the scene and I blew past Trevor saying, ooh, she just spit some blood, gross. So he was like, ooh, let's bounce. Let's just go to the gas station and get her a smoothie, like a really cold smoothie. So Trevor and I took off. Look at those daffodils. Trevor and I took off and went and got her a smoothie. We only found strawberry banana, which was fine because she likes that one. And came back, or he was like, I'm gonna walk over to the post office and talk to my sister, and which is my daughter. And I said, all right, then I'll drive back to the house because the gas station is only like 3 blocks, and drop off the smoothie, and then I'll go to Christmas Valley and go grocery shopping. And he's like, okay. So then I dropped off the smoothie, got back in the car, and drove like 3 blocks in the opposite direction of the gas station towards Christmas Valley, and I saw Trevor walking. So then I pulled over. I said, what are you doing? I thought you were going to go see your sister. And he's like, I did, but I'm so hungry. So I'm going to walk down to the cafe and bar and get something to eat. Let's go have lunch. This is like 10 in the morning, 10:30. And before Syrenity crashed, before any of that happened, I had taken the lawnmower and I'd taken outside the gate, and I had done like a tiny bit, like just the driveway part. And then I was trying to do like, it's a walking lawnmower. You just walk next to it. And then, oh, who the heck is down there? It looks like Robert. He's all waving at me already. Like, this is how close. I have an acre, then there's an acre, and then there's another acre. So he's 2.5 acres away from me and still can see me and wave. That's hilarious. Most everybody here has an acre or at least a half an acre on each property, except for the duplexes down there. But there's so much acreage everywhere else that it doesn't matter. Like, you don't feel cramped. Anyway, so Trevor had interrupted me before Syrenity had come out. I'd mowed the lawn. So I left my lawnmower outside my fence. I just shut the gate, went and, in the house, was talking to Trevor. Then the whole Syrenity thing happened. And then, oh, look, there's another person. It's Robert and Eli, I think. And then, so I was like, all right, let's go have lunch. It's like 10:50 or 10:30, somewhere in there in the morning when all this was going down. So I'm like, wow, it's kind of early to eat lunch or whatever. And he's like, I know. So he went and he ordered a BLT. I ended up eating his BLT, and then Syrenity ended up eating mine. I ordered chicken strips, which I don't know why I did that because I don't really like chicken strips. And then, we messed around at the restaurant for we were obnoxiously loud, but it was just the two of us. And Alicia, which is our neighbor. So she's the cook, so, And then after we left there, we came back to the house. And I was like, well, I'm going to mow behind the house. I was supposed to go grocery shopping. But I told Trevor, I'm like, at this point, everything I planned just kind of just like blah goes it was not a good day. My ADHD was like on high. So I can't really shop when it's really bad like that because I can't focus. So I was like, well, that's all blown, and I'm just going to go mow the lawn because mow like a drunken sailor and nobody cares about it. So I come back here to mow my lawn, and all my lawn was mowed, like outside my fence. The inside, we had already done it the day before. So the whole entire outside of my fence, the full round the acre, already mowed, and my lawnmower's just sitting there. And I was like, what the heck? I'm looking around and I know for a fact that my lawnmower couldn't do that. Like my lawnmower can barely do just behind this brown thing from that post to that. And even then, like I walk with it like 3 or 4 passes and then it has to rest. Like it'll shut itself off. And then I have to wait for like 45 minutes until it's cooled down. And then I can come out and start it again and do like a couple more passes. So it usually takes me a good few hours just to do what was like 80 feet, 100 feet, if that. And I tried to get Bruce in my tub, but he doesn't think my tub is as cool as I do. Like, he has no interest in it. And I was like, what? How did that happen? So then I go out front and I realize that my neighbors from Roseburg are here. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I know he did it because he's such a sweetheart. And then they went to lunch. So by the time I went over to their house, they were not there. And so, I mean, some of their rigs were there, but I knew that they weren't there because they took their truck and went somewhere. And so then I was like, come back to the house, found an envelope, put a little bit of money in it, and went and I taped it to their stepping stone thingies. So that, because, I want to at least pay for some gas or something, because he hauls this big, huge tractor-looking lawnmower trailer-looking thing all the way from Roseburg. That's like 2.5 hours up the mountain. No way is that cheap in gas. So I wanted to give him something because he's so nice. And I just have no vegetables to share. No nothing really right now that's more, personal. So I had to give cash. I had to give the most impersonal thing. But I'm just so excited because that's all done. Looks great. So then Syrenity and I were like, so after that, I'm like, well, because that was like my whole plan for the whole day was to mow. So then Syrenity is like, let's go for a bike ride. And I'm like, really? Because your face is like, your nose is huge. You look like Toucan Sam. And then we ended up going on a bike ride. We, hung around. We went all over the place. Went to Dave's. Oh my gosh, I have videos I have not uploaded that I just realized. Because while we were at Dave's, we did a video of the rhubarb. So I guess I'm going to be uploading videos today. And then we came home, took a break, went back out, rode around. We went bike riding 3 times. My legs are so sore. And then she spent the night. She's in my house right now, crashed in my bed. She stayed up till like 10 o'clock watching My Little Ponies. And then she told me, she's like, I'm probably going to get up before you. And I was like, yeah, right. And look at that. No. So that's how that went. Oh, and then on top of all, the reason why my son was kind of like in a rush yesterday was because he was going to Grants Pass. So he needed to use my car, so I was going to be without a car. And then my daughter is leaving and going to Grants Pass on Sunday. Woo-hoo! That means no kids, no grandkids, no nothing. It's just going to be me. Although Syrenity is already trying to wheedle it so that she wants to stay here with me. She thinks we're going to party or something. I don't know. And I was like, oh, man. So I'm hoping that all goes well. And my daughter takes well, not my grandson, Landon, my oldest grandson. He's actually going to go, he's staying over at Roberts, the duplexes over there this weekend, because they're going to the Anna Reservoir, which is like 20, 30 miles from here, where everybody goes to swim and stuff. I personally, it looks clean. It does. But those kind of reservoirs, you know, they have leeches. You just know it's because of just the environment. It's a man-made reservoir. It's just not my gig. I prefer like the Elk River or even Sixes if you go up high enough. I like stuff like that. You know, good, clean, you know. Even like, I don't really even like going in the Rogue River because, especially in the summertime, there's just like a lot of ickiness that goes on, and infections and stuff like that can happen because the water's not exactly clean because it's way down the mountain. I prefer way up the mountain. Even though we are way up the mountain, but it's a man-made reservoir, so, you know. But he's going to go and hang with his friends this weekend and stay the night there, which is right there. So he's not going very far. So we've got that going on. Sounds like my neighbor might be awake. You hear how quiet it is out here? It's absolutely stunning. So pretty. I love just waking up and walking out the door. Like, some people like to wake up and go get a cup of coffee. Like that first moments. I just like waking up and walking right out the door in my pajamas. And just checking it out. Oh, you know what I did notice yesterday? I saw, where was it? It was right there. Oh, my legs hurt. Sunflowers. Sunflowers are popping up. There's an ant. It's supposed to be 1 mile an hour wind today. Need to walk. Kind of weird. Oh, there's one. I noticed one yesterday, but it was bitten off, and that's the first time that's ever happened to me out here that I've ever noticed. I've never seen the tops be bitten off before. And I saw it. Okay. There's a sunflower. This one's like been eaten on. Right here. Oh no, it's not it. There's two here. I saw it yesterday when I was like, there's a couple right here. That's where it's at. And this one. Both of these two. And this one. See, the top part is missing. Oh, there's another one right here. So this little cluster over here is getting drilled. But once some of them start popping up. And it could have just been that rabbit. I haven't seen that rabbit since I used the spray. And, you know, piled down the corner back here. So probably the reason why Bruce is always digging here is because that rabbit was probably running underneath of here. And there's no way it can get... It has to find a different way out. Which I'm thinking is right here. But I sprayed that spray stuff in there. Ooh, I think I even see rabbit poo-poo-ka-choo. There is rabbit poo-poo-ka-choo in there. Right below the shadow of my phone. So, my son-in-law needs to, like... That thing used to have casters on it. I wonder what happened to those casters. Because, I could use some casters. See, I put water in that yesterday and it drained out. So, I do need to work on that. I think today I'm going to talk Syrenity into playing golf. I tried to talk her into it yesterday, but she... Wow, look at that lily. That's crazy. It's this orange one. That thing's huge. The one right next to it's really slow growing. So, hopefully today... asparagus is just barely popping up. Oh, there's a bunch over by that foot. Interesting. Okay, so how many minutes? Okay, it's 22 minutes. I have to keep these below 30 minutes because it's just, they're too long and people back out of them and it makes my... I don't know, algorithm stuff messed up on YouTube. So I want to try to keep these under like 25 minutes. I should have used the ladybug timer. I always forget. You know what I should do? Is write a list of stuff. What, there's mushrooms in there? I don't think so. How? This thing barely gets watered. But also, there's a... Oh, how can I get in here? This right here is a California poppy. Pull that out. There's another one. And another one. Get my... Oh, look at all the blooms on that that's popping up. See, I was thinking it looked bad, but now it's blooming. So confusing. So confusing. And no returning mint yet. Been looking for it. But no returning mint. Anyway, so I'm going to end this, but I'm going to be wishing you good vibrations. And I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. I want goodness and everything else to come down on you. Just opening up and received my good, positive vibes that I'm sending out. Hope you have a peaceful day. And I'll be thinking about what to share with you next. All right, bye.